The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Up past the 30, second down coming up. And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Here we go.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. This 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Giants at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Now 2nd and 9.
Go.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now? Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Purdy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Second and 10.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Purdy from the gun.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Now 3rd and 18.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's going to go down again.
Jalen Carter
Drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. In motion goes the tight end. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, if you like the matchup, and that connection works to start the... No reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Great, set.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Final play of the half. Purdy. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running left, it's Barkley. To about the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards.
Let's go.
Singletary. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ready.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
from 8 yards out.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Quick slant to Brown.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
3rd down and 1.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Ready. Mustang 19.
Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw.
Purdy. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
The pitch goes to Barkley.
20.
Down the left sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
That's the score. Eagles 34, Giants 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Barkley bulldozes past him.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you